How y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing pretty good. Oh, I got a nice little thing sent to me today by one of my followers that's followed me damn near the whole journey for quite a long time, Mr. Frankie. And I owe him a big thank you. He sent me this gift from Walmart, and I'll be able to hook this to the Wi-Fi on the phone and watch TV on my stupid TV, because I own a stupid TV. I don't have a smart TV. This takes stupid TVs and turns them into smart TVs, if I understand it right. So, cool. I'll try hooking it up tomorrow. I got it delivered late this evening, so I'll probably wait until tomorrow to hook it up. Anyhow, I really, 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 really appreciate it, Mr. Frank. Colorado Frank. Mr. Walmart Frankie. He's even got a little remote and stuff. It's so cool. So cool. I can't wait to hook it up tomorrow and try it out. Quick start guide. Wow, and don't look too quick. It'll work. It'll work. Hey, Mr. Frankie, thank you. Hey, Will, how you doing, my brother? Hey, Michelle. Hey, you got all three of them here. Wow. Thank you for joining in or stopping by. That means a lot, my friends. Thank you. Oh, and I got a presents galore today. Mr. Frankie got me a thing that makes stupid TV smart. Thank you. And Angie sent me $60 towards the mission. So now I've got $80 towards it. So now I only need $920. So been a pretty blessed day. Yeah, uneducated TV. Now I got a smart TV. I ain't too smart. I can't keep my good glasses, though. I keep losing. I lose more pair of glasses, and I don't know where. Oh, now I do. My dog sat on them and shit. That's where they went. Oh, they do. Hello. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hey, Bill, everybody. I can't see all the names. Among the fellow and Reason. Joshua, what's up? I hope everybody likes and subscribes to the channel. But most of all, I hope everybody, hang on a minute. I hope everybody does what this is about. See, for those that don't know me, my legal name is 420 Jim. That's no shit. You could ask Mr. Frankie or Mr. Will here in the comments. They can tell you. Mr. Frankie's followed me since 2014. This is 2020. That's me back in 2020. I was 10 years on the road fighting for everybody's rights to cannabis and to free all of our cannabis prisoners and stuff, all federally. When I first started, Mr. Obama was president. And then Trump come in, then Biden came in, and now Trump's back in. And this is all about signing a petition. And you sign the petition at change.org. And you can do that at 420gym.com. I didn't see that. Oh, am I high? Well, I don't know. Does it make a difference? I make newspapers coast to coast, my friend. My legal name is 420 Jim. I live in a legal state right now. And, yeah, I'll partake. That's why this is called talking and toking. Oh, Frankie, I don't care what they call me. They can call me anything they want. That's cool. See, their comments, you know, all help on the algorithm. You know, they can call me anything they want. They don't hurt my feelings. Hang on a minute. I want to plug in this one cord over here, and we're going to take another hit, talk for a minute, and then we'll go outside and see the vehicle. You know the deal there, Frankie. People that talk shit about me, they're just jealous. That's all out of jealousy. Yeah, haters gonna hate. It's a little chilly outside, so I'm gonna put on a heavier jacket. I'm gonna take another hit here. I love showing off the Cannebago at night. I'm proud of her. I think you've seen it at night, Frankie. Let me wipe my lenses there. Oh, haters do make you famous. A couple of rope smokers. Whatever that is. Don't she look pretty though? I can change it to do things. Right now, I just got it on automatic. It's doing what it wants to do randomly. But I think she's pretty cool. I'll have fun showing her off all tomorrow and the next day. Because I'm going to go ahead and set up here in Black Canyon tomorrow and Sunday. I'm not even going to leave Black Canyon. I found a spot right here on the main road that I can set up. Woo, it's chilly outside. So I'm going to go out and let everybody here in town, you know, I'm going to make a post on the billboard, the post what do they call it, Facebook pages and stuff. Whew. I'm going to make a post about that and invite everybody to come by that'd like to tag the Cannebago. Let the people of this town put the first signatures on it. You know, give them a little marker and say, have fun. It's a nice, sweet town. I think they deserve it. And then next weekend, I'll work into New River, Anthems, or towards Phoenix. And the weekend after that, be close to heading out towards Florida. Thank you, Mr. Will. I like the LEDs, and hopefully buy them heavy duty encased in plastic. Hopefully they, because going down the highway, hitting the bumps, you know how vehicles move and whatnot. Them others would tear, break, wind, whatever. I put enough slack in all the joints where this thing might, move. And with that casing and all, they might hold up pretty good. And I got them on sale, a Black Friday thing or something. I paid next to nothing for them. I didn't expect them to be cased in plastic like that and all. They're pretty damn good. I hope. Yeah, but not on that comment about haters make you famous too. Trust, I'm not looking for fame, my friends. I am not looking for fame, not at all. Don't want fame. I don't care about fame. I do want people to sign the petition. I wish people would think about the petition, none of this has ever been about me. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about the petition. Now, people say, oh, well, look what you drive and this, that, and the other. Yeah, I had to do something to get people's attention. That's why I come up with the idea of the first cannabis and all, and put all the leaves on it, hit the road, that, a mobile billboard, you might say. It always surprised me when people would say, well, what do you do? I'm talking to you, right? Yeah. Well, obviously I got your attention. Did you pick up a newspaper and happen to see my RV on it or something? I got your attention. Hell, one of my trolls were just making some stupid comments on a video the other day. He's trying to say, well, it's in Topeka, Kansas, and it's the one where he is trying to say that I was being harassed by the cops for being in a school zone and handing out stickers or something, pot stickers or something, and just fabricated lies. I was on the Topeka Scanner police page, but see, he wasn't there or nothing. He just makes up stories, and it was a halfway house. It had nothing to do with the school, and it was actually on the other street, one street behind me. And, when the cops come to check, and they didn't tell me to leave or nothing. They said, well, the halfway house, drug house, a block over, sobriety, this, that, and the other, they're concerned. And I'm like, dude, if my vehicle's going to make them go out and do drugs, they're not ready to leave that house, are they? And they're like, good point. And, they told me to have a good day. And, I sat there that day. And I could have came back the next if I wanted to be mean or something. But no, I found another spot the next day. But, and then he says, well, he might not have been giving out stickers. He's wanting the kids to smoke pot or some stupid bullshit that he always says. And I tell everybody, this ain't about smoking pot. We shouldn't be smoking, whether it's tobacco or pot. That's putting shit in our lungs or temple. So just the fact he says, I don't tell anyone to smoke pot, cigarettes, vapes, or nothing, and nor would I. Nope. I don't like people to tell me what to do. So it's funny. Hey, somebody, questions, comment, concerns. Hey, we got 10 people in here. I'm impressed. For those that don't know, let me show you something. It took me 3.5 years for Facebook to put this on their platform. It actually did. My title there for my YouTube is just not a title. That is my name. The last name is Jim, which is on top of the license there. Jim. First name is Four. Four. Middle name is 20. So I just don't talk the talk. I walk the walk. And it's real important. One simple thing that I need everybody to do. Even more important than following me and subscribing to my channel or anything. The most important thing, you need to go to 420, the number 4, the number 2, the 0, JIM, my name, 420jim.com, or just Google 420JIM, and a button will pop up that says petition. It'll be the very first thing that pops up. You can scroll and look at the other stuff you want, but the very first thing that pops up, the most popular one, is going to be the petition. Please hit that button. It just asks for a name, address, and email. It don't ask if you have a record or any of that stuff. Anybody can sign it. Go sign the petition, please. Or at least read it. Because if you can care about people being in jail for pot and you don't think it should be a class 1 or a class 2 narcotic where you federally lose your firearms and ammunition, you damn sure should be on that petition. Whether you like Trump or not, it's not a I like Trump or I hate Trump thing. Trump says he'll do what the American people say they want. Well, if you hate him, call him out. Put your name on it. Get the numbers up there. Call him out on it. If you love him, he's going to do it for us. Put your name on it. Win-win. The only petition that won't work is because your name ain't on it. Your friend's name ain't on it. But if you and your friend's name's on it, it'll work. Ask Jeff Mazansky's family. He was the guy in Missouri that got life without parole. I met his whole family back the first year I was out in 2014. He got his sentence from life without parole, converted from a petition his family and a couple other organizations started. That's how I learned about the change.org, where my petitions are. And it got so damn big. And it took them time, took a couple years, and they never quit. And they just, boom. It used to be all over Facebook. And I'm sure there's a few people out there who still remember the posters and all. What about Jeff? And Jeff himself, because, I mean, he's my friend. I seen him when he got out of prison hall. I asked him, I said, what made Governor Nixon, decide to let you out? And he said that the governor really didn't want to let him out. But his petition got so big that everywhere he went, people asked him, have you made a decision about Jeff? Have you made a decision about Jeff? And finally he announced yes, that he was going to. So, yeah, when people say petitions don't work, I say, bullshit. Bullshit. I know they do. But you got to make them big enough. If you was the boss man, say you're the boss man, and you got thousands of employees, and you really want to be fair with these thousands and thousands of employees, hey, thank you for signing the petition, please share. Say you've got these thousands and thousands and thousands of employees. Oh, shit. You got me so excited about that, I lost my concentration on that one. Damn it. No big deal. I had a point or a thought there, but I lost it. I was so excited that you signed the petition. Thank you. And on change.org, they ask you if you want to chip in. Like I tell people, if you want, that is for their platform. That's why it says, do you want to support change.org? I tell people, to me, I'd much rather you hit the button below. It says no thanks, I'll share. If people have the extra money to throw at change.org for them doing petitions, bless their hearts, that's good. But I had a guy the other day, but I called him out on it, and he hasn't been on my channel since. And he said, "Are you calling me a liar?" And I'm like, "No, and I don't." Change.org did, because he got on my channel, hey, I signed and I donated, and I'm like, really, after, because he'd been on here before, and I'm like, really, after I said not to? What'd you donate? $100? I'm like, man, if you got money to throw away like that, won't you send me 25? I ain't heard from him since. But it's all good. The good Lord's going to help me out. Heck, he helped me out today already. One of my friends, he's probably still on here, he sent me a gadget that makes my dumbass TV a smart TV. Yeah, with this gadget from Walmart, it takes the average stupid TV and makes it smart. So I can watch my TV instead of this damn phone. And Angie, a friend of mine on Facebook, Angie, just sent me $60 in Cash App. So my GoFundMe set for 1,000. I haven't got any in it yet, but now it's 920 because I have gotten a $20 donation and a $60 donation. So now my goal to get out of here in April is 920. See, me, when I set a goal and whatnot, once I reach it, that's all I care to ask for. I don't even want to ask. But this year, I didn't get to work because of my eye surgery and stuff. I'm sure any one of my old followers will tell you, every year I worked, every year I've had the money to put this on the road or to help put it on the road and stuff. This year I don't. But if I get everybody to help me get this 1,000 needed to get the insurance, the new generators, half of it, my insurance and all that done, the tune-up and all, I will personally put in $1,000 a month to the end of the trip. See, I don't have to pay $550 a month rent, and what I wasn't paying on rent this last couple months, I've been putting every penny into it, painting it, and getting her fixed up and everything. But that's my promise to the people. If they help me get this $1,000 up, $5 here, $5 there, it all helps. It'll put me in good shape, and I think I can carry it the rest of the way to first Florida, and then DC, and then back down and through and back out here. So the main thing, I need everybody to sign that petition. And the second main thing is, please subscribe to the channel here. It's free. My channel don't cost nothing. If you turn on the live notification, when I'm in a town and the cops come by, if I get pulled over, when you drive an RV like this, especially, I got a feeling Texas is going to want me to come through there this year fighting for them. They've got a couple of idiots pushing real hard to take away all THC products in Texas. They don't want the deltas, none of that. They want to do illegal searches and stuff, do away with the test. I played some videos on that just the other day. There is a person that I found today that's standing up against it. I think it's Bill 3, if I'm not mistaken. This guy owns a hemp farm and stuff. So I'm going to get a hold of him and see if he wants to sponsor a window or something. Maybe I can get him, $500 generator or something, and put his message and business and stuff in the window. I gotta find out who the person is and contact him and all. But I just seen a video today that I hope I can get a hold of the person, because Texas is going backwards. And what better than to have this billboard come through? If you did a real search on my name, back in 2018, I was late breaking news in Lubbock, Texas. Amarillo, I was the lead news story. So Texas knows about me. I've been all through Texas. Texas knows about me. So I won't have no trouble going back through Texas, knock on wood, but they need the help. Oh, I plan on educating that TV, but not tonight, Will. You know, I didn't want to get the TV out and everything, because, see, I'm moving first thing in the morning. I didn't get it until this evening. It was supposed to be delivered between 1 and 3, and they didn't deliver until after about 6 or so. At first, it told Frankie it could be up to 10 o'clock tonight. And then it said, you know, hey, there's 12 deliveries away, and this, that, and the other. It was pretty funny. But bless his heart, it got here and everything. But yeah, I gotta hook my Google account to it, you know, and I gotta get the TV out, set it up, you know. I figure I'll do that tomorrow. I really wanted to set it up and show it off during my live. Hey, Frankie, look, thank you. But yeah, yeah. Nah, got it too late, you know. But I didn't get a chance to do it before this live, and I'm surely not going to do it after this live. So I put it off to a tomorrow thing. I did. But I got everything right here ready to go. And it's got a cute little remote. So you'll be able to change your channels and your volume and turn it on and off and all that with this remote. So that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool once I get it set up. Their quick guide, when I looked at their quick guide, I said, yeah, this is a tomorrow thing. I said, yeah, that's a tomorrow thing. If that's the quick guide, I'd hate to see the long guide. What did that say? Wow, what? 20 more signatures. Oh, wow. Thank you for the compliment on the big beard. No, Chiggle. Why would I want to do that? No, thank you. I'll be coming through Illinois. I'll be coming through Effingham, Illinois. Yeah. There's a person out there that I might actually take to small claims court. We'll see when I come out that way. Hey. Oh yeah, the dust storm. Yeah, they were people like over Mississippi and stuff bitching about mud rain. They never heard of mud rain or whatnot. They couldn't believe that all that dust had went up, you know, and mixed in with the rain and stuff, and then fell down hundreds of miles away and whatnot. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was raining mud. Oh, okay. Well, you said I had to hook it to my Google account and stuff, or know my Google password. You're the one that scared me. I figured it was going to be a big shedang. But it is going to be too late. And you know what I was really going to do? Watch a quick YouTube on it. I ain't reading this little piece of shit book. I was just going to go to YouTube and ask them how, you know. I guarantee you there's a YouTube video just like that, you know. That's what I was going to do. But like I say, I didn't really have time to set it up before I went live. You know, I had to eat and stuff. And, well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And I figured I'd go, you know, who knows? These lives have been going an hour or two, depending on how long people want to stay here and chat. I figured, um, yeah, we'll just do it tomorrow. I mean, I'm in a little bitty town. A couple of people's going to stop by here and there. Tourist that drives through or something, they may stop by. But, yeah. So a lot of time I'm going to be sitting in here doing nothing, kind of like I do right here, where I'm parked. But at least there, when someone does stop by, I can go out, hey, and would you like to tag the motorhome and stuff like that. But I plan on, pulling over there. I'm going to make, I've got 10 T-shirts. I'm going to make up 10 T-shirts. I'm going to make some of my little canvas leaves, that spray. Put out my flags and hope people come by and learn about the petition and sign it. If they want to get a shirt or something, fine. No big deal. Big thing is start getting them signatures. But here in town, anybody that don't know what I'm about, would like to know what I'm about, that hasn't met me, wants to meet me, wants to get one of the little Jesus figurines, because I'm going to make it I'll probably make it a Facebook event. I'm thinking about I'm definitely putting it on the Facebook groups here in town. And I'll probably just go ahead and make it a Facebook event. But I want to hand out these little Jesuses, tell them about that petition, tell them about my YouTube, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening, Mountain Standard Time. Join me here. Oh, damn. Oh, heck. You should go to TikTok. Go to TikTok and look up Prescott Valley accident. Go to TikTok and look. Did y'all see Prescott Valley is just up the road from me, up in the mountains, towards the mountain, just north of here. Oh, yeah. I mean, a whole line of blown up cars, semis and stuff on the side of the road. Just a whole line of them all burnt, just completely burnt down and all. Must have been one hell of an accident out there, too. Saying I know about it because it was on my scanner page for the sheriff department that serves my area. They serve Flagstaff or Prescott and all that. They serve a big old area, and yeah, real bad accident up that way. I'm in bed by 10, Will. Yeah, I'm usually in bed by 10. I like to be in bed by 10. Sometimes I can go to bed at 9. But yeah, I like to be able to, Oh, tornado watch. Be safe. Oh, yeah. Oh, I heard Missouri. I heard Missouri had some really bad shit coming through. I did. So y'all be safe out there. You're messing. Oh, well, you're messing with me? You're just telling the truth. Like yesterday when I did that little live on Facebook, Doug come on, and he said I was just scared to go on a repo with him. And that's me. That's me. Call it smart, call it scared, call it whatever you want, but that's me. This day and age, you mention repo, you're going to go take something from someone. I don't care if it's a car, a boat, an airplane, anything. I don't want to go. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be nowhere near it. Don't want to be nowhere near it. He said, he steals cars. And I'm like, nope. If you stole cars, you go to prison. You go and take them back from people who don't want to give them back to the legal owner. That's what you do. You snatch cars. I don't know what you mean. Can you get an outfit check? Yeah, just don't call me for supper. I I don't know what you mean. Can we get an outfit check? I don't know what that means. Lulu. Oh God. Oh, she is so ready to pop. Oh my goodness. You're so ready to pop. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Goodness, how do you waddle? How do you waddle? Goodness sakes. It wouldn't surprise me if she has them tonight or any day. Why show you what? I'm not wearing nothing special. Why do you want to see what I'm wearing? That's kind of weird. Kind of weird. T-shirt from one of the smoke shops or something. Jacket that was given to me by Randy Ritter. Pair of pants. I thought my dog's belly was more interested in my clothes. My mistake. I got a couple, 2, 3 different hats, but I can't change them for you right now because they're put away. My suit jacket and tie and canvas pants and socks, they're all in the closet. And no, I'm not going to drag them out. But follow me on 420 and I'll have them all out. Because 420's on Easter this year. You damn right I'm going to wear my suit this year. Heck yeah. Easter, 420. Hey, Red Duster, how we doing? Hey, sorry about the lighting in here. Let me show you my other lighting. Yeah, have you seen my outside lighting? It's dark out here. This is my outside lighting. Kind of spooky out here. You ready? There's the Cannebago. How she looks lighting up. I think she's purty. New paint job, new name, new LEDs. That's what I've been doing with my money the last couple months while I'm sitting here getting my eye surgery. I only make $1,000 a month in retirement, and I put just over half of it in rent, you know, because I stay where you have electric and sewer and all that. So I pay $550 for that, and the rest I put into getting the Cannebago on the road. The cameras stand out. I guess that's the night vision on them. And you can see the one up there. The LEDs do mess with the cameras a little bit. I mean, they still record and all, but sometimes they turn purple when the lights go down, and then. But it's all cool. I'm going back in where it's warm. Oh yeah. Oh, goodness. Nah, I just got one light above me and one light over there. I got used to the brightness because I had a torn retina, a detached retina. So, yeah. Probably too dark without it. Yeah, see, it's kind of, I don't like the shadow there. Oh, well. I guess that's why they put light and dark controls on, phones. Like a spotlight. You just seen Slender Man. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook don't record the lives no more. They won't save the lives. But you know what? When you just mentioned that, and Will, he made me think about this. I may see if I can get that app where you stream on both of them. And that way I'll have it because it's on YouTube. I streamed it on YouTube, but it would also be on Facebook. Ah. I have to check into that. Yeah, I've been on Facebook the last 10 years, my friend. And I wouldn't have even moved over here to YouTube had it not been that Facebook, they won't hold your lives no more than 30 days anymore. They're not going to save them for you no more. And the ones you've had, they're getting ready to delete. But if I can merge them, it won't matter. You know what I mean? So I may have to try that. But I'm still on Facebook. I still like Facebook. But it wouldn't hurt to build a YouTube channel either. TikTok, I can't do that. From very first starting of my channel, I've been on restriction just because of my hat, my jacket, stuff like that. And of course, the idiots report me as drugs and alcohol. And I win the appeal because there's nothing about drugs or alcohol. And then they wait a day and report it again. And they take it down the second time. And they don't give you a pill or nothing. They just take it down. That's the way they got that stupid algorithm on TikTok set up. And besides that, ever since last time they was going to take it away and it disappeared for a day, and everybody's mad that, took it off their phones and it came back and all that. Yeah, it come back with Facebook and Meta all over it. That was never on there before. So, when Trump says there's 4 people bidding for it, whatever, I think they've already know who it is. And it will not surprise me at all. Because there's a couple people said they've tracked it all the way back to the Meta servers. And that just makes perfect sense why they'd shut it down, why they transfer all that data and stuff to the different servers they got to. So, won't surprise me if they announce that Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call it, is partnering with the... It'd surprise me if they say anybody but that. All right, come on now. Come on, Will. How many weirdos have I know on Facebook? How many weirdos I know on Facebook? At least one in Indiana. At least one. Okay. One in Illinois. Couple in Topeka. One for sure, the way hit me the car. One or two out in Rochester. And they're all from Facebook. Nothing to do with it. So I don't see your difference or point on that one. Now, TikTok, a whole lot of weird people on TikTok. Facebook, same thing. I guess it just depends on who sees and watches your channel and stuff. I don't know. But yeah. And I figured that people paid attention to a lot of the YouTube. Like, okay, look at his channel. 300 and some videos about me and whatnot. And he can't even get more than, he's got 64 followers at best. He had 70 some until people started learning the truth and not following him no more. So to me, YouTube, yeah, no, yeah, he can't hurt me on YouTube. So I guess YouTube's more of a safer spot than me because nobody pays attention to him. You got to have you got to have good content or anything to build this up, and have people come and watch you and everything. Facebook is real easy. TikTok, it's stupid easy, But YouTube, and see, a lot of people on TikTok have YouTube now, and quite a few went to Clapper, but I didn't like the Clapper. But I tried that many years ago. It may have gotten better, may have gotten worse, I don't know. But I remember way back when I first started this, when I didn't like Facebook at all, I went to the Clapper, and it just wasn't, nowhere near what Facebook was and stuff. TikTok would be cool if they would treat me fair. If I type the word stupid, they automatically kick out my comments saying it's against their community standards. Hey, you never know when you find that right person on here, though, Will. And see, like tonight. Hey, Jane, like tonight, Will. When I first signed on, who was it? You were here. Frankie was here. Michelle was here. You know what I mean? So yeah, we may see a lot of weird people, but see, that's entertainment, right? I'm happy y'all come over here, and to me, this is more exciting than Facebook, really. Okay, still here. I'm sorry, Frankie. I'm sorry. To me, this one's more entertaining. It really is. Maybe because I've been on Facebook so long, but there's only a couple of you that if Frankie's here, he'd chat. If Michelle's not busy, she chats. But, there's only the few of y'all that chat back and forth. A lot of them just like to listen, which that's cool. But here, I don't know. I get some weird comments, this, that, and the other. Doug's not always here asking me to tell the story and stuff. But hey, if I can stream them on both, and if you happen to find anything out about that, or you, Mr. Frankie, that I can stream YouTube and Facebook together, send it to me. I'll forget to look it up. Oh, goodness. Chit-chatting. Oh, driving, there you go. And chit-chatting, there you go. Yeah, yeah, well, you don't want to watch and drive, but you can listen and drive. See, I have friends that do that all the time. And me, I listen and drive. I don't get on lives and stuff, but yeah, I can listen to music and drive. I can listen to voices drive. I can listen to a live, so yeah, but yeah, don't text and drive, don't watch and drive, but you can listen and drive. Just saying. Well, I'm excited about going a quarter mile down the road and parking tomorrow. And that's literally what I plan on doing. Going down about a quarter mile and parking. Um, and depending on how late people stop by or whatever, I may just stay parked there for the night and, be there Sunday, and Sunday evening pull back to here. Um, or who knows, maybe I'll pull back here tomorrow night, plug in, and then Sunday morning pull back over there and set for the day. I haven't decided yet. So much better just to, if you're just, if all I'm going to do is come back up here and, sleep and whatnot pretty much, then pull back up there, I'd be just better off sleeping there. Oh. Well, now comes the boring part because I don't know what to talk about, my friends. What shall we talk about? Oh, I know what we talk about. How I need a drink of soda. I'll be right back. All right. Thank you. Well, we dropped down to 7 viewers. Nobody with comments, questions, or concerns. Well, see, that's just it. I don't know what kind of stories, people have heard, not heard, whatever. I mean, Frankie and Will and a couple others, they've heard every story I've had to tell probably over and over. But, so I don't know which one to tell. There's so many of them. Will, Frankie, or whoever, anybody got a suggestion which story I should tell them? You love my cup, don't you? I had someone else. Did you watch the live? You mentioned the black rain, and I'd be damned if one of my trolls on one was doing the same thing. Oh no! I mean, I don't mind telling stories, but I don't know which one you'd like to hear. And stories about what? The mission, my child. What story would you like to hear? Is kind of what I'm saying. That I'm a liar in Springs. You lost me on that one, Frankie. Oh, 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 oh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. Hang on 1 second to thought to that because I think I've seen something. Hang on. You mean when I went up to Goodwill? When I went up to Goodwill and bought a robe? You mean when I went up to Goodwill and bought my robe? The story of that church? Is that the one you want me to tell? Okay. I just come across this. This has been put away pretty much ever since the Afro Man concert. After the Afro Man concert, it's been put away. But that's what God gave me the idea to make that robe. Okay, here we go. Let me take a motivational story hit here, and I'll tell you about what led to that robe. Because I hate being called a liar. I do. I hate being called a liar. And this is what I did to the church when they called me a liar. But first I'll tell you why they called me a liar. My family had a house in Colorado Springs. Yeah, motivational. No, yeah, really motivational. Hang on. My family moved from Phoenix, where I can't stand to live. It's too hot. Okay? When I'm out on my mission, they moved to Colorado Springs. I'm like, damn. So, anyhow, they'd been out there a couple of years, had a nice house and all, and the pandemic hit. And, of course, I want to go see my family and all. And anyhow, I decided to get off the road and going to retire, going to get rid of the cannabis and all. And those are other stories, you know, for another time or later. But anyhow, I'm at my daughter's. I still had the RV and stuff. I'm at my daughter's house, and I spent most of the time out back in the shed called the Canna Hut. You know, the rest of the time, but most of my time, because I like to smoke, and I don't have it around the grandkids and stuff. But anyhow, I just happened to be up in the house, you know, where you shower, sleep, whatever. But I was up at the house. I most any other time, I'd probably be back in the Canna Hut, as I called it. But for some reason, I was up at the house at the right time. And the Ring doorbell, whatever the hell that, you know, it goes off. And there's a guy and 2 kids outside the fence, you know, maybe 5 and 7 or 5 and 6-year-old kids, whatever. And this guy, you know, come to our house. And he's telling me, you know, about Jesus. Do you love Jesus? I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I do, you know. And he said, well, you need to come up to our church. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm actually would like you find a church for me and my grandkids to go to and stuff. But, you know, I'm 420 Jim. And he didn't pay no attention to me telling him that, I guess. And I'm like, you don't understand, dude. I'm 420 Jim, look. And he's, Jesus, our church, Jesus loves everybody and whatnot. And hey, that's the church I'm looking for. Seriously, And I'm going to go check it out before I take or ask my grandkids if they want to go or anything. You know what I mean? If I won't go, why would I take them? So anyhow, I'm supposed to put my eye drop in. Give me 1 sec. I need to find that. Okay. So I go to take him for his word. But, hang on a minute. I'll give you the long version because I've told this story and some of them know the story, but a lot of the time I leave a part of it out. Not intentionally, but okay, I'll give you the full version tonight. I've got a friend on Facebook named Doobie. And, like Frankie and everybody, we talk like this on the lives there. And for some reason, we got to talking about barefoot, and that's your soul. Your feet to the ground. That, you want to connect to the earth. Go walk outside barefoot, connect to the earth and stuff like that, That's your soul. It's not your hand, your soul, the sole of your feet. Get it? So, me and her had a thing. We both said that we was going to go to, I don't know if she said it first or I think she said it first. I don't know, but I'm not going to say. Anyhow, we come up with the idea, if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that was to go barefoot to church, basically. And so I went out and bought a pair of sandals, and Doobie did it first. And she said her church was cool with her and this, that, and the other. She'd been going there a while and stuff, whatever. Me, I'm new church, the whole thing, I'm going to give it the full test, right? They come to outside the big old lit sign, Jesus loves you, the digital sign, all fancy and all. They're on Facebook, cameras on the stage and stuff on, in the pews and all. Okay, my type of church, So I walked through the parking lot. I walked through the first set of big doors, and there's two elderly white ladies, one on each side of the door. And they're okay. Now the lady at the counter was elderly, middle-aged. I'll put middle-aged. Two middle-aged white ladies, one on each side of the door. And as soon as I get off the asphalt, I stop and I step on the sidewalk, take my sandals off, and I'm carrying them in my hand. I want to feel the ground that I'm walking on. Is it holy ground? What is it? I'm going to feel with my soul. That's just me. So I do that, and I'm walking through the doors, and they really didn't pay much attention to me. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. And I'm thank you. And you go down a little bit away, and there's another couple of doors, and there's two middle-aged black ladies at that door. And the one on the right, as soon as she see me walking through, she says, "Oh, you know Jesus." And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I do." I thought, hey, things are, everything, this is cool, And I get on in, and there's a big, long counter that's got all kinds of gifts and stuff you can buy and donate and this, that, and the other. One little old lady there working that counter. I went over there, and I'm talking to her and stuff. I had my shirt on with a pot leaf. Just a giant-sized pot leaf, Have you ever seen one of my shirts? Just a pot leaf. And on the front and the back. And pants, when I go in there. And I turn around, and that's where I see the auditorium, where the pews are, and the lit-up stage, and cameras on the stage and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's where you go. Buddy, I didn't get halfway over to them auditorium doors. You heard of the Men in Black. Well, that day I met the Men in Blue. And I don't know where they came in from, and they were older than me, and they moved so quick, they just was there right in front of me. Where are you going? To church. No, you're not. Why not? Y'all come by my house. I even showed them the little pamphlet. Y'all come by my house. Tell me how it's welcome here and everything and whatnot. And I says, I bet you didn't even know that marijuana was in the anointing oil. Look in the Hebrew Bible. And that guy says, "You're a liar!" And screams it at me. And then they tell me to get out of the church. And they're following. I'm, okay, no problem. And they're following behind me. Get off of the property. Well, it was comical. It was comical. And them people and the people I'm sorry to say, they're doomed. They're going to hell. That ain't a church. The people that believe that religion, no, that church is leading people down the path the wrong way. Totally are. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that. You waste me, my time. You tell me I will be welcome in your church, and you call me a liar. You don't even look at it. Go look in the Hebrew Bible. It says Canna Bosom was in the anointing oil. It don't say we're smoking pot. It means it was one of the ingredients used in the anointing oil, one of the herbs. Oil, hemp oil. But anyhow, something clicked in me, and there's a Goodwill just a couple blocks away. And I wondered, what's the chances of the Goodwill having a white robe? And I'll be damned. I walk in there, and there's just tons of clothes and stuff. I mean, it would take you forever to look through them and everything. And I seen this one lady putting shit on a rack that worked there. And I said, man, what's the chance of y'all having like a choir robe or something? And she liked my jacket and stuff. And she says, you know what? I just hung one up the other day. Over here, I think. And she led me right to this white robe. So that very next Sunday, after I got kicked out of church, I made me a sign that was, on the cross type deal. And I put my hair down, I put my white robe on and all, and I walked on the sidewalk outside the church with my sign saying that I wasn't welcome there. That's all. I had fun. I didn't do nothing wrong, nothing nasty. I did a legal protest. Nobody got hurt, nobody got arrested, nobody blocked traffic, and I had fun doing it. That was a good one, Ranky. I forgot all about that one. That was a good one. Yeah, I need to find that live. It should be on one of. I know what phone it's on. I know what phone it's on. The phone that I dropped and it cracked the screen. Yeah, it's on that phone. But I got to take it in or find out how I can download from that phone with that little thing I got that reads. I don't know that reads. You're the one that told me about it. It reads hard drives. I don't know if it's got something that can read that. I'll have to figure it out. But I need to get the photos and the all the memory off of that phone that I can. Hell, I might take it to one of these phone places and tell them if they can put it on a disc or something for me. But hell, I just give them the phone. It's an expensive ass phone. I'd like to get the screen fixed, but I don't think we're ever going to get it done. But there's a couple of pieces of footage I'd like to find. I want to find the footage where when Officer Roach and Sergeant Hash did that illegal search, I have on camera, I'm pretty sure it's on camera, where they tell me their names, and when I gave him the bad cop no donut and a bumper sticker, and he said thank you. I'm pretty sure I could bet the camera was working it, because I just got the camera working because one, they had thrown down, the batteries had just come out. So I'm still waiting to get a hold of that footage. But man, I got so much footage. We're talking 10 years of footage is just wow. And that one's got to be on some of the very first stuff. And I don't know if I lost any of that in the fire. I still got another tower I've got to go through. You know, um, yeah. So we'll see. I can plug that phone into my computer and it won't do nothing. It would. You can't. The screen is you know, you can't see anything. It won't light up to where you can tell it to connect or not. You know, it won't. Yeah, it won't download anything. Not for me. Not with the cracked screen. I figured it'd be best to pay someone to go in, pay someone, and have that either put on another phone or something, or get them to replace the screen. Have I ever been wrongfully arrested for? Hell yeah. But they ain't going to tell you that. They ain't going to admit to it. I could have sued Tennessee. I could have sued Knoxville, Tennessee for a lot of money. And they know I could. Yeah, I was falsely arrested there. Mr. Will can tell you, back that one up. I think Frankie can back that one up. Am I telling the truth there where I got falsely arrested? Well, I mean, I really got arrested, but the charges was false. That's why I didn't do no jail time or nothing. They got dropped. I mean, I had to go in front of the court, and I had to listen to an idiot judge that she's lucky that I was on bail, because I would have said, look, lady, you may run this courtroom, but you don't own the courtroom. Because she's like, how dare you, my court, this, that. That court don't belong to that judge. It belongs to the people. But then again, you got to understand the system. Okay? Television. Tell-lot-vision. Justice. Slow that word down. Real slow. Just us. Everybody sworn in within the bar. The judges, the lawyers, the public defender, everyone sworn within the bar, the cops and all. That all sworn in with that bar that forced maritime law upon us. Just us. That's your justice system. It's not one word, it's two. Think about it. But yeah, do you want to hear about the? I thought Will or Frankie would admit to. Y'all don't think I was falsely arrested there? Well, hey, let me get your opinion. Let me tell you the story, and you tell me if it was a false arrest or not. Because I know I could have sued the hell out of the city, and they knew I could, but I didn't want to. You know, I had more things to do. I was on the mission. It's not about money. But hang on, you tell me. I started out 2014 with a 1978 Kings Highway, and Obama was in office. And hell, that motorhome, I was down at the Bikers for Trump rally before he got elected, after Obama and all that crap. anyhow, a couple years later, in 2017, I came to Knoxville, Tennessee. That's where I met Mr. Will. I'm sure Mr. Will tell you about that's where how we met and all. Um, I may have been in Knoxville one time before because I met Miles Walker there. But anyhow, this particular time, I come to Knoxville and I parked beside a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I had a real good day. And I was going to go to Walmart and get a tune-up kit and everything, and come back the next day, put it in, and well, I was going to should have went to AutoZone, 1 block away. So I'm trying to get 2 stories in. 1 block away is an AutoZone. I went across the street to get gas. Hey, I had a great day. I got money. I should get the tune-up stuff, you know, and go to Walmart and put that in and come back here tomorrow and all. Well, I'm like, nah. I'll have more money tomorrow, whatever. I'm coming right back here tomorrow. I'll be right. I'll just put it off. Well, if I'd paid attention, the RV might not have burnt that night, because I would have been doing a tune-up to it, and I would have found out maybe what's wrong. Who knows? But it was a fuel fire. Evidently the fuel filter, fuel line, something went wrong. I went from where I was parked in front of this KFC to the Walmart, a couple miles down the road. Will could tell you better than me how far it was. And with every intention of coming back, you know, I told everybody, hey, I'll be back here tomorrow. Because it was a really good day. I met a lot of great people and whatnot, you know. They loved the fact I was fighting for the rights to cannabis. Tennessee's the help me state or something like that. You know, I don't know the slogan or don't remember. I think it's the help me state or something. Anyhow, I go to Walmart. I go in, get groceries. I come back out. My TV reception's bad and I can't get Wi-Fi. But I knew if I went on the other side and closer over this other parking area, that I'd at least get Wi-Fi, if nothing else. So I started up the RV, and I pulled out of the parking space and was going down the one lane and just getting ready to turn left, and it died. And just bloop, died. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of strange. Put it up in park, hit the key, and poof, fireball. I mean, it started in fireball, and I grabbed the key and turned the key and yanked the electric fuel pump wire off. And I mean, she just big fire underneath the engine hatch. And I grabbed Jack, get out of the motorhome, and I go to let Jack down, and he runs right back into the motorhome, flames just a going, you know. I had smoke everywhere, so I had to get Jack again. I got Jack. Finally, I got him out. Another guy, and I got a leash on him, and a guy held Jack for me, and I ran and got a fire extinguisher. And if I'd had another fire extinguisher, it may have been put out. But we only had the one. And the fire department showed up. Hang on. The fire department showed up and extinguished the fire there in the Walmart parking lot. And everybody that came by, seen the fire, everything, whatever. The guy had held my dog, the fireman, everybody was so great, so wonderful, except Walmart. The security guard, all of them. The security guard offered to help push it into a parking space. So it wasn't out in it wasn't like out in the street. But you know the alleys of driveways in the parking lot. Security even offered to help with other people to push it into a regular parking spot. so I could stay there and have AAA come in the morning and give me a tow, give me a chance to get everything, because I just lost everything I had, and security went in to go ask him. Security come back out and said, "No, you got to move it. You can't leave it here tonight." And they closed at midnight. So it was like, why in the world would they care? The store closed at midnight. There was other campers there. The fire was already out. It just didn't make sense. Hey, yeah, Frankie, but I got him back. Hey, I got him back in Georgia when they trespassed me, and I sued them now. Come on. Me and Walmart's tight right now. We understand each other. Oh, doggone. Let me try and remember where I was at here after I take a hit. Oh, me and Walmart, huh? Remind me where I left off, Frankie. Start typing where I left off, because I won't remember by the time I'm... Oh. So, someone, I just remembered, someone said, "Hey, have you called the Red Cross and whatnot?" And I've always had a bad taste in my mouth with the Red Cross, what they did when I was younger and I had my daughter on my own. But that was just one person, and I held a grudge against the organization for a long time about it. And I got to admit, in this situation, they're the only organization or anything that did come to me and help. And I was really grateful, especially at the time. And out of the blue, two guys representing the Red Cross show up. And they gave me a card, and I think it had like $300 on it. Give or take a couple of dollars, $300 on it. Of course, I'd made some money during that day and all. All said and done, the next day, well, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but everybody was helping me. I just lost everything I owned. The Red Cross just gave me the $300. And the only thing I could think of was to have the RV towed over by Kentucky Fried Chicken, where I told everybody I was going to be, because everybody wanted to know where I was going to be. And Walmart's like, "I got to be off property. You got to get it out of here. Call a tow truck." And I called AAA, and AAA, and that's another whole story in itself. They sent me two different trucks that night. First was a half-ton, regular half-ton, or 1 ton, not half-ton, 1 ton tow truck. See, I used to drive tow truck. When he was pulling in, oh yeah, you absolutely did, Mr. Frankie. Yes, sir. You did buy me some new clothes. Absolutely. Like I say, a lot of people helping me out, and Mr. Frankie here was in Colorado and helping me out, and he absolutely brought me some new jeans and some shirts, I think, if I remember right. Anyhow, I'm and they know that I've called AAA, and now it's 10 o'clock at night or so, and finally this 1 ton tow truck comes in, and I'm like, what's and this fool actually wanted to try and tow me, and it was so silly. It got to the point I'm like, dude, if you want to take responsibility of this and hook up to it and tow it, you knock yourself out. Go ahead. And I don't know if his boss backed him out of it, AAA backed him out of it, or whatever. But I did. I got to the point with him, if you're that stupid to do that, I could use a new RV. You just go ahead and do it. He finally gets canceled by AAA. And AAA is supposed to find a truck that can tow it. And, I guess a couple more hours went by. It was about, I want to say, 3 o'clock in the morning by the time that the one manager was really, really, really pissed. And I went over to, talk to her because I could hear her out there screaming and hollering kind of about what's he still doing out there, this, that, and the other. And I was telling her, look, hey, I've called AAA. If you like, I can call you, can talk to them and whatnot. I'm trying, I've called the tow truck. As soon as they can get one to tow the vehicle, they're going to send one. I've done what I can do. And then here comes a flatbed. And I knew as soon as this tow truck pulls in, it's not big enough. My RV ain't going to fit up on it. And she says, there's your tow truck. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not for me. They might be coming here to try and tow me, but that's not for me. Well, it better be for you. If you're tow gate on that truck, la-di-da, 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 la-di-da. What can I do? And sure enough, because I walk over to the RV, sure enough, that's where he pulls to. And AAA, what's that? Oh, thank you. I do. The flatbed driver gets out, and he's there, and he says, "Yeah, I can't tow this." And I'm like, "No, dude, tell her that, and she'd already went to the store, and he says, well, "I can go back and get the bigger truck, this, that, and the other, but we're talking about 5 o'clock in the morning, and this was like 3, so a couple more hours." And I'm like, hey, whoever, however, I need to get off of this property now. And she's so upset that you're here, and that you're going to tow me one way or another and whatnot. So with the help of AAA, they convinced her that, they would have me out in a couple hours. And she went to the store. I never heard from her again after that. And a couple hours later, 5 o'clock or so, tow truck driver shows up. Well, this is a long way to that story of false arrest, ain't it? I'm giving you the long version. So, AAA picks me up. They take me and they park me on the side of the road where it is legal. They park me in a legal space. The fact that KFC didn't like me being parked there. Oh, damn, it is raining, Frankie. The fact that this one lady at the KFC Corporation didn't like me parked out on the street. But, her main bitch was, remember I was parked out there the day before? Their ass got slammed. She blames it on me. Okay? I don't think that many more people decided to buy chicken just because they come to see me and whatnot. I think it was because the first of the month, whatever. Most people got their checks and, But even if it was me that drawed all these customers, why would KFC bitch? You know what I mean? Nobody. Thank you. Nobody except that one lady had a problem with me, but she was the manager there, I guess. And she came out and told me, I got to move this, that, and the other. And I told her, no, I'm waiting on a friend. Oh, it got into that evening. I met Martin, and Martin was supposed to meet me that next morning. See, I was going to be there that day, and the very next morning, Martin was going to meet me after work. Well, he's going to meet me after work. Yeah, I got towed there. We spent the night there. The next day, everybody was bringing me donations. Frankie bought me clothes and sent them to me, but people in town, new pants, new shirts, sleeping bags, a bunch of different nice things. Don't remember if it's a 10 or not, but a whole bunch of nice new donations. There was a little bit of green in there, not cash, but green, and literally in one of the what do they call that, the watch pocket of the jeans that someone donated, not the ones Frankie sent me, but one of the jeans somebody donated me, it had about a joint's worth of pot in it, in cellophane. If I'd known it was in them jeans, me and Jack slept underneath the bumper of that motorhome. I didn't have nothing to smoke that I knew of. So I didn't know it was in them jeans. And good thing that they didn't go search through none of this. So anyhow, I'm having a really good morning. People are coming by. They're giving me these donations because I just lost everything I had. And I'm waiting on Martin to get home in a couple hours, and I'm going to have Triple Eight retow the motorhome down to his house. Hell, we could have damn near pushed it that far. I mean, he didn't live but a quarter mile away from the Kentucky Fried Chicken, pretty much. A couple, and boom, you were there. But see, I didn't know where he lived or anything, and this was all arranged. So I'm there, and was there a couple hours. The lady come out, da 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 da, this and the other. And I'm that type of, call the cops, call your mom, call whoever you want. The cops aren't going to do nothing. I know the law. And, I'm legal. I'm not on your front, nothing. Just leave me alone. And I didn't know it, but a lady cop had pulled, and it don't make a difference whether it's a lady or a guy, I don't think. But I've got both CDs of this, audio. I got the audio on CD from this whole thing, from hers and the other officer, the one that falsely arrested me. This lady, officer, pulls up into Kentucky Fried Chicken. I didn't know she had pulled up. She was in there talking to him or nothing. All of a sudden, a lady officer comes out and talks to me, coming through the parking lot. And really nice officer, great officer, no problems with her or anything. She says, you know the law, right? 72 hours, and you got to move at least up a foot or 3 foot, something like that. I always thought it was 100 foot, but it was something like 3 foot or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, no problem, it's not going to be here tonight, no problem, young lady. And she says, they don't want you coming on their property. And ma'am, I'm not coming on their property. I'm just right here on the sidewalk, same thing I do anywhere else. And she says, well, I told them that, as long as you're not on their property, that you're fine there and whatnot. And she went away. Have a good day. Thank you, young lady. Have a good day. No problems. The way it should be. And that's why I say I could have sued the hell out of the city. Like I say, all the proof is there, but they just didn't care. Because it's not their money. It's the taxpayers' money. See if you don't agree when I get done. So anyhow, this cop tells me I'm fine, right? 15 minutes later, maybe 20, between 15, 20 minutes later, I see a police car come flying in, and there's a Wendy's right across from me. Come flying in the Wendy's parking lot, and parking space, and come running straight over towards me, and yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, would you call a sergeant? And he tells me no. And I'm like, look, there was just a lady officer here a few minutes ago and said I was just fine. Well, who was she? And I said, I don't know her. I didn't get her name. Called dispatch that she was just here. And, real smart ass. And once again, I asked him to call the sergeant. And he says, that's not, and he refused. And I said, well, I'll call him. And I went to reach and grab the tablet. Someone had just bought me a tablet, you know. And I reached to grab it off the counter. And he said, that ain't going to happen. And he grabs my arm and twists it way up like this. And I'm yelling, help, help, someone call the sergeant, police brutality. And he charged me with disorderly conduct. So don't you ever, ever, ever in your life yell, help, help, police brutality, because that's disorderly conduct, according to Knoxville, Tennessee. True story. True story. So he puts me under arrest. He literally put me under arrest for disorderly conduct. Now, 3 people offered to take my dog, and I gave permission for these 3 different people, because Martin, that the guy that I was waiting to come home, he shows up. Boom, he's there, and he's trying to tell them, look, officers, we're going to have the motorhome just pull down the road, you know, to my house, whatnot. The tow truck shows up. That tow truck wasn't on that scene 20 minutes total. And, you know, they told Martin if we come up with the cash, we could get it. You know what they said? $900. They never, they picked the wheels off the ground. They never moved it an inch or nothing. By law, they can only charge $300 and some per hour by their own state law and all. And they weren't there even an hour. And you can hear the sergeant in the background tell me, well, maybe he could talk them down on the price a little bit. And they came back and finally agreed if I gave them, I think it was $700, that they would just tow it to the house. So I'm like, well, what is the big problem me being here anyway, or whatever, you know? I didn't understand why I was being arrested at all, and why they was trying to extort me out of all that kind of money. It just didn't make no damn sense. So, you know, I'm begging with the cop to, you know, dude, what the hell are you doing this for? 3 people want to take my dog. And his exact words to these people were, no, that's not in his best interest. That was his exact words to him. One of them being Martin, others was in the neighborhood. Same 3 people offered to take this big jug of change I had. No, wouldn't be in his best interest. So he refused to let anybody have any of my donations. They couldn't take none of my donations. I couldn't give him permission to take my jug, none of my donations, my news, none of it. I wasn't allowed to, no, it wasn't in my best interest. So the change went with the officer, which I'm not saying he took change or whatever. My dog went to the impound. And the tow truck driver just took all the shit. And we had light rain, by the way. And remember, the motorhome had just been doused with water from the fire and all. So everything in there was wet. You know, that's why I wasn't sleeping in that. Yeah, they throw all the new stuff and everything that was donated to me into just right on top of the ashes of the fire and shit. And drive miles down the road to the tow yard, no front windshield or nothing because of the fire. So everything was pretty much destroyed when I got to the tow yard. And yeah, that cop charged me with disorderly conduct for yelling, help, help, someone call a sergeant. They were nice enough to drive me a half mile down the road, where we met up with a dog kennel truck. Yeah, you know, for humans. And I was like the first one put into it. And then we stopped here, and we stopped here, and we stopped there. And that made me the last one to get out of it. When we pulled in to where they let the people out, they did one person I tell you what, they denied me water until I was booked. It was a bunch of shit. It really was a bunch of shit. And I should have sued the hell out of them. But like I say, it was taxpayers' money and everything. And of course, when they go to put me when they went to put me in the kennel, they search you. And that's where they found that joint that I was telling you about, that if I'd known was there, we had smoked. Oh, you would have thought that I just smuggled a brick of a kilo of pot into Tennessee. Boy, we don't put up that yeah. Because all these other cops that had brought these different people to they're all around, and yeah, they was all proud they found that pot on me. Now that's the only thing that could have stuck, was the pot that I had on me. And Tennessee's illegal still to this day. And they did. It's on camera in the truck. They found that pot on me. But see, their whole everything they knew was illegal. So it was pretty much, hey, seeing that you're letting us go and not suing our ass, we're not going to pursue that marijuana charge. Everything just happened to drop. But before I went in front of the judge that dropped everything, judge before that one, I go in there and I got my marijuana shirt. She tells me, you go outside, you turn that shirt inside out. How dare you disrespect my court, blah, 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 blah. You know, it could have been a Japanese maple leaf, you know, for whatever. But yeah, and you know, I was headed to go get this new motorhome the next day. My bondsman's literally elbowing me. You want your bus? You want your bus? You want your bus? Yeah. Afford a bell. If you ever need a bellsman in Tennessee, afford a bell. Not one person. And back then, I was all over the newspapers and stuff. There's no way I was going to hide from nobody. I was going to court. Nobody, because I was out of state. Tennessee don't like that bonding people from out of state. Not even famous ones. Afford a bell. And they just opened. And I don't know, I think I was the first felony bond. So I don't know, one of the first bonds they did or something. And it was pretty cool. They took a chance and got me out. Of course, I went to court and everything. So if you ever need a bondsman out that way, afford a bell. All right, dude, it was really fucked. It was. But there's so many stories, so many days, you know, like 10 years. Like that newspaper that I show you all the time, that's where Neil Armstrong grew up. I didn't know that. Where is it? I didn't know Neil Armstrong grew up in this town. I was headed to an event in Lima, Ohio. A friend of mine, Joshua Hayes. And whatever that town's name is, I don't want to disrespect it and pronounce it wrong. But I just stopped in that little town thinking it was a cool named town. It's a small town. And of course, everybody thought the RV was cool. And they come by to meet me to learn about the petition, which I need all of y'all to sign. New president, new petition, 420gym.com. Please sign it. People come by to meet me and learn about the petition and sign it. And of course, people said, yeah, Neil Armstrong grew up in this town. So, I mean, I learned right away. A lot of great people, everything, you know. I didn't talk to a reporter. He did a nice little story about me, but I do remember this picture, so I know what the reporter looked like that wrote the story. But he didn't do an interview. He just took stuff off the internet, which was really cool. The next day, I walked over to the coffee shop and got some coffee, and I was coming back, getting ready to pull out, you know, whatever. And the lady comes running out of the drugstore there, the CVS, Walgreens, I don't know, whichever. And she said, hey, you're in the paper. And she had this newspaper right here. And I'm like, oh, cool, thank you, you know. If you got another one, I'll autograph it for you. And so she brought one right out, and I autographed it for her to keep. And I thought, you know, cool, I'll stay one more day and put on the internet that anybody that picked up a newspaper and come by, I had to autograph it. A few people did. The funny thing was, And while I'm telling the whole story, later on that afternoon, the older gentleman come by. And he said, I had to come down and meet you. And I'm like, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. They only been 3 people on the top half of the front page. And I'm like, really? I didn't know that. And he said, Neil Armstrong, he grew up here. You know that? And I said, yes, sir, I learned that yesterday. I didn't know it before then, but yep, I learned that yesterday. And he said, yep, there's a damn fool that tried to rob our bank. And I'm like, that's not too cool. And he said, then there's you. I thought I'd come meet you. And it was so cool. It was so cool. Great town, great people. Remind me of another old timer when I was working for the carnival before I became a cannabis advocate. I ran a ride called the Gravitron. It spun around, stick you to the wall like a bug. And shit, I lost that one. Don't need to get off onto the carnival stories anyway right now. Man, you wouldn't believe everything I've been through just on this journey. Never mind the carnival. Never mind the carnival. Oh my God. Officer Roach and Sergeant Hash, that illegal search. I don't know the trooper's name, but there was a trooper that caused an accident up on the interstate. Now me and the 3 state troopers that were putting on a show on the side of the road caused an accident. Somebody, light rain and wind, somebody rubbernecked, crunch. And the officer tells me, the first one that pulled me over, he said, you can get out of here. I seen him a year later, and he come, I was filling a propane tank up. He said, you remember me? And I'm like, no. He said, I pulled you over. Him and me both started busting up laughing about the same time. He didn't mean to do it, but he did cause an accident. Kingston, Tennessee, Sergeant Woody. Headlines like this. The top half of the newspaper had the cannabis, and it had a 3-word headline: "To be blunt." Now that's where I got my name changed. Kingston, Tennessee. I went back there a year later or whatever it was, and got my name changed at that courthouse. For a newspaper to be so cool. I take a state trooper into court. I kick his ass in front of his whole town. And the headlines on the front page says, "To be blunt." That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Yeah, to be blunt. And that was on the front page. Then when you went to the story and read the story, there's a picture of me leaving the courtroom, not the courthouse, the courtroom. I was shooting the judge and everybody in the courtroom the peace sign. Oh, yeah, the judge had to grab the gavel and, settle the court down and everything. When the case got dismissed and all, yeah. And I left the courtroom and gave the judge the peace sign, had my pot shirt on and all. Damn good picture, both of them. Front page was a cannabis at that time. And you seen the back of my shirt, white t-shirt, big pot leaf, and me giving the peace sign as I'm leaving the courtroom. There was a lawyer there that came up to me as the reporter what was talking to me, the one that took the pictures I was leaving, and I forget his name. I forget his name. Anyhow, he said if I ever got in trouble again from the state police there, that he would represent me for free. That he liked how I handled myself and stuff in the courtroom. I didn't know, but just about anybody that drives in that area knows Sergeant Woody, or one of their loved ones knows Sergeant. He's pretty famous, I guess, in that whole area. I didn't know that at the time. But yeah, 2B Blunt, I kicked his ass in court. He did one of them sobriety tests and all that shit. But I gotta say, he was an honest man and told the truth. And I've had a lot of cops lie, flat out lie to judges, flat out lie to people about me, flat out lie. But I will say, Sergeant Woody, he told the truth, and I really respect him for that. 100% respect him for that. Just like when he seen me in town a couple of years later, I didn't know it was his sergeant that trained him or something like that. This guy was retired, but evidently at one time it was one of his commanders or something. I'm just that way, you know. A funeral goes by, I'm going to take my hat off and pay respect. I'm cop, not cop, whoever, I don't care. That's how I am, how I was brought up. I guess that touched his heart or whatever, because later that evening, I'm sitting there on private property. Now, I hadn't seen Sergeant Woody since court, and Sergeant Woody wasn't there when I was told the case was dismissed. What happened was, he testified, I testified, asked questions and stuff. A judge took the break. He left. The judge called another case for a quick second after research, then called me up and said, oh, your case is dismissed. So I hadn't seen him, heard from him. The next day I see this headline that reads 2B Blunt. I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, what's that officer? You know, that's a heck of a headline to make and everything. So all of a sudden, a state trooper, and like I say, I was on private property, the smokehouse bar and grill out there. And I had been set up there. And all of a sudden, a state trooper comes zooming into the parking lot. I mean, he didn't have his rollers on or nothing. But, you know, the chances of a state trooper, I've never seen one when I've been there or nothing. And this state trooper comes flying into the parking lot right over to me. And I about had a heart attack when Sergeant Woody steps out of the car. And I couldn't even get to the phone or nothing quick enough to start a video. Couldn't get to a phone quick enough or anything to start the video. And he comes out of the patrol car, and he comes over and he walks to me and he reaches his hand out and says, I respect you. And I looked at him and told him, I respect you back. And we shook hands, and he got in his car, and I got a picture of him just as he was leaving. That was so cool. You know, that was really cool. He didn't have to come by and tell me that or anything or whatnot, but yeah. I got a lot of respect for a lot of good officers. I want the bad ones fired, retrained, whatever. I love the good ones. And when I'm out there, I fly a flag with the red bar for the firemen and the paramedics and the blue bar for the cops. Give the good one raises and get rid of the bad ones. And if the good one wants to protect the bad one, get rid of them. That makes them bad too. Peace. Well, heck, we got any story time's over. any questions, comments, concerns, quirks? Now would be a time to put them here, because here in a couple minutes, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody. This is all about getting cannabis prisoners out of jail. No one belongs in jail for weed. And if you believe that statement and you're not already on the petition, I beg of you, go find the petition. It's easy. The number 4, the number 2, and the number 0, 420jim.com or 420jim.com. Or if you just search 420jim, like Google, the first thing that's going to pop up, you'll see a thing that says petition. click that, share it with others. If you want to donate to the petition, that goes to change.org. That's your business. And you know, it does not come to help me get anywhere. You have to either donate to my GoFundMe, my Cash App, or meet me on the road. So people like to say, oh, I donated through this and that and the other. And, you know, so no, the only way that you help my mission is directly with me. I personally promised to put $1,000 a month in it. And anybody that's followed me the last 11 years can tell you that's the truth. Facebook, look up my legal name, spell it out, FOURTWENTYJIM. And you'll find me on Facebook. I normally do my lives on that. You'll see a whole bunch of them if you go before long and look at them if you want, but after 30 days, they're all gone. That's why I moved over to here. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, I'll keep them here on YouTube. 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening for right now, and that's here on YouTube. Because I want to. No, I've got pipes and stuff. Cans are just, they taste so much better. To me, they taste, the pipes, after a little bit, I mean, this one, I think my daughter and son-in-law gave me or something, so that's why I still got it and whatnot. Pipes, they break, they drop, they clog, they get nasty. A can just, once it gets nasty, but they normally don't get nasty because usually the holes, by the time you clean the holes, you know, and use them, you just crump, and you got a new one, you know. If I drop that or crush that or it don't cost me nothing, you know. This is cost-free pipe, and I've always used them, you know. So, yeah, I guess I like the flavor out of the can more than a pipe. New pipes, yeah, okay. But see, also, I'm used to old school too, paraphernalia. That's hard to get rid of. These, you just done, you know. So, and then again, you know, you got to replace this one. The other one, all you got to do is get to the closest trash can, closest dumpster, go buy a soda, whatever, you know. So, yeah. And this one's getting so old that it's getting a chunk down in the bottom. So now I'd have to start using a screen on this one, or get one of them little glass beads you can put in there. But I don't take paraphernalia with me when I hit the road. I'm going to be hitting the road here in a couple of weeks. Oh, no, I didn't think he's judging. I'm just telling you why. I'm going to be hitting the road here in a couple of weeks. I don't carry paraphernalia with me or nothing. So I leave my pipes and my nectar collector with my daughter, and, you know, yeah. I play by the rules. Like I say, I went through 2 illegal searches as it is, and they ain't never found nothing. They're not going to. It's not worth it to ruin what I'm doing to have a little pot. Good Lord takes care of me. I can go just about any town, and I can't tell you how many times I went a couple of days, and I was getting a little edgy. Man, I'd like to get stoned, and I just, the Heavenly Father knew, oh, you know, it's been a couple of days, and man, I'd sure love to get stoned today. Man, within a couple hours, somebody either came by and burned one with me, or one of them bud birds just flew by and dropped me a bud. I kid you not, that's happened more than once on this journey. Way more than once. Yeah. So that's why I don't worry about it. Now, I don't want Texas to take away the Delta products. I'm happy with the Delta. You know, in the illegal states, I'm happy with the Delta. I'm happy with the hemp flower. Fine and dandy with it. Need to cut down on that THC anyway. But if Texas goes and try and takes that away, man, Texas ain't looking good. I'm kind of wondering why I haven't heard anything from Hub City Normal, but the Normal organization could have got a hold of them and told them, hey, cut your ties with him. You know, I don't know. And trolls could have got a hold of Normal and them and said, hey, cut your ties with them. To me, that would be the logical reason, because they don't even answer my messages. And that's not how my friends used to be that was there. So they may have not even be with Normal no more. Who knows? If that's the case, that's a shame. But if that's the case, well, why would I want to go help them? You know what I mean? But yeah, I went last year. I went to their 420, and I figured, you know, they'd have me come this year. But and then you got the one in Missouri, Joplin, Missouri, big event there. But they want to say, oh, it's political. No. Your thing's political. We can't have it. And to me, that's a bunch of bullshit. And I wouldn't support any of their products or any of them because, you know, wanting to become not a class 1 or class 2 and wanting to have the prisoner release, it is political, but then again, it's not. How dare you make money, want to profit off of it and everything, and stand behind well, that's political, I don't want to get involved. Don't be in the business. If I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong for that. But if you don't want to stand up for the business of people, whatever, and the rights for it, get out of it. Go do alcohol, go sell alcohol, do something else. But how dare you, you know, hook up with the 420 events and do 420 events and profit on 420 events, you know, and stuff. And you can stand there and say, hey, this guy can't come because he wants to tell people there's a petition online. They're not signing it with me or nothing. No different than someone sponsoring, paying $1,000 and putting a banner there. No difference at all. So, yeah, I don't think that's right. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There's plenty of other events that more than welcome people like me, cannabis advocates. Oh, hey, right here in Phoenix a couple years ago, one of the dispensaries. But now the dispensary came forward and said that the manager did not speak for them. And I appreciated that. But, yeah, I was parked at a dispensary. But I was parked out on the street, legal parking. Legal parking. And she come out there pissing and moaning and tell me I had to leave. And no, ma'am, well, I got a food wagon coming at noon. Well, they can park in front of me, they can park behind me, they can park in one of your parking lots. You know, but no, I'm not leaving. And she even called the cops. But she came out there and told me, you know, that they don't support my mission and stuff. And I'm like, how the hell dare you not support that? And be the manager of a dispensary, you know? So when that got on the internet, you know, my reviewing and stuff, of course, they let me know that that wasn't their opinion. And what they did or said or whatever with her, I don't know, don't care. You know, but when they reached out to me and said she don't speak for the dispensary and whatnot, that was good enough for me. There's a couple real nice dispensaries. that I work with or have worked with now. Well, I haven't really worked with jars. I go to jars because they got really good prices and they're real close. Mint dispensary. I was here 3 years ago or whenever the Super Bowl was here. Because the same day of the Super Bowl, they held a big concert. Concert was great, but a lot of people didn't show up because they either didn't know about it or they was at the Super Bowl. There was only a couple hundred people there instead of a couple thousand. So, but hey, they put on a great show and they kept their word. They did what they, they're like me when I went to put the event on in Indiana at High on the Hill and Mike's Bar. I kept my word. I paid for everything. I arranged the bands and all. I couldn't help it if Bill Levin canceled them and lied to them and stuff. That had nothing to do with me. I'd done my part. Ugh. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to call this a night. Please join me again tomorrow. 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening. That's Mountain Standard Time or Phoenix, Arizona time. Look it up, whatever that is. I think it's Mountain Standard Time, pretty sure. Please join me then. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs, Jack and Lilo, love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. Peace out.